It's a good day to have a good day. Hello, everybody. My name's Stacey Ray. Thanks for joining me here at Break the Dish, where we break the news and dish out the tea. Hello, my breakers. Getting ready for the holidays? I'll tell you what, if you live on the East Coast, oh my God, it's freezing. I mean, at this rate, I'm thinking Santa doesn't even want to make a trip. You know what I mean? And talking about the East Coast, we are getting ready to recap The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 11. It was a pretty good episode. I mean, I'm wondering if Angel Wonk Wonk even has blood pressure. We're talking about a house crisis, another snip at that catfish comment. I mean, and of course, Giselle leaving her shade everywhere. But before we get into it, you know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because here we break the dish. We are recapping The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 11. We're pretty much picking up, I think, like maybe just a couple days later, after the whole shebang there at Laya Laya Pants on Fire. Her little get-to-do where she got to say toodaloo to Tia. But it is Tia's turn. She is hosting a polo event, which I found was kind of interesting. She was explaining how Sotheby's, remember, she's a real estate agent, and they sponsor an all-women's polo team, which I think is incredible, actually. You go, Potomac. So she's having all the ladies come to the polo event, and of course, one is missing, Laya Laya Pants on Fire. Of course, she's been disinvited. But they're all in this Sprinter van and they're on the way to the polo event. And if you remember just last week, Ashley kind of made somewhat of a truce, not to kind of go after Stacey, but she can't help herself. So she's in the Sprinter van and Jazzy is there. It's Jazzy, Giselle, Wendy, Angel Wonk Wonk. I think Kay is there. And, of course, Tia. And Ashley's telling Jazzy that, you know, Stacey didn't really want to go to your wedding. I mean, she was kind of like waiting to see if the other housewives were going. And, this is where Stacey gets herself in trouble because this is like the second or third time she's actually said something on camera and then backpedals. But she was talking to Jazzy about it, and Jazzy was like, no, no, she had to move things around, and that's not the impression I got. And so they're at this polo event, and Tia has all the women singing. What were they singing? Like Lift Every Voice or something like that, some sort of anthem. And for not practicing, I think the ladies, I think they did a good job. Let's give them a round of applause. I think they did a really good job. So then she's trying to give them like the whole experience. So now, of course, they're going to go out there and do the divots, where you kind of kick the grass back into the holes. And of course, Wendy's like, I don't want to go out there. There's horse poop out there. And in the meantime, Jazzy kind of pulls Ashley to the side and she's like, I'm feeling like a certain way about what you said in the van, about Stacey not wanting to come to the wedding. And Ashley does say, look, I had a really good moment with her at your wedding. We had a good time. She's like, and I do see moments like that, but good luck to you, Jazzy. That's basically what she was saying. So the next day, uh, you know, Kay goes to Angel Wonk Wonk's house, and she comes in and she's like, "What is going on here? There are boxes everywhere in this house, okay?" And she's like, "Well, we're moving back to Colorado. Our lease is up here." Now, I don't care if you just have clothes. It's going to take you more than a day with children, toys, clothes, boxing all that up, and going back to Colorado. And you're trying to say that, well, there was some sort of misunderstanding and, you know, uh, the dates were wrong. And so now they have nowhere to go. Really? Now, Tia's a real estate agent. She arrives and she's like, of course, in panic mode. I mean, she's showing she has a blood pressure. I mean, come on, Angel Wonk Wonk. I mean, beautiful woman, don't get me wrong, but I mean, she is so boring on camera. And here you're in the middle of a crisis. Girl, what you're trying to convince everybody is that you had no idea this was a miscommunication and now all of a sudden in 24 hours you got up and moved. I would be freaking out. No, not Angel Wonk Wonk. Mm-mm. She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to move back to Colorado." Who acts like that? I mean, Tia was more panicked than she was. And of course, Tia being the real estate agent, she's thinking of every single thing going on in her brain. Like, well, is she being kicked out? Is this the landlord's fault? Like, was this written wrong on the contract? And so Tia gets in the car and she's heading home and Giselle calls and she said, "I'm just leaving Angel's house. Poor girl. And, they're moving back to Colorado. She has to move." And Giselle right away, which was the first thing I thought too. Okay. I mean, you could take it as shade, but I think she really clocked this one head on. Giselle was like, "Oh, let me get this right." So they had this lease going on for the show. And guess what? They thought filming would be over already. And it's not. Is she right? I think she might be right, actually. I really do. Because, by the way, um, they haven't bought a house yet, and it's been how many months now? Mm-hmm. How many months? They haven't found a home yet. Now, I know it's difficult to find a house, but come on, really? I mean, they still live in Colorado. They live in Colorado. They live in Colorado. So, but she clocked it right away, and Tia's like, "La, la, 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 la," like, I don't want to hear any of this. So that night, it was Wendy and Ashley and Giselle, and they're all talking, and Giselle's telling them about this conversation she had with Tia. Tia was actually leaving Angel's house, and she's moving back to Colorado. And then Wendy, get this, decides to drop some tea. Mm-hmm. She decides to say that a friend of hers, who is I guess she's like a real estate agent. She literally was like, there was this woman, she approached me, and we want to make it look like we have this lavish lifestyle, like the home is like 50,000 a month, but I only want to pay 2 or 3,000. Now I know what you're about to say. That's kind of rich coming from somebody with 17 fraud allegations, right? But that's what she's saying. So the next day, Giselle and Wendy both are hosting what was it called? It was something with ponies. It was like Potomac and Ponies Part 2, let's just call it that. And they're in this event area and everyone's doing a potluck. And apparently Stacey makes this fabulous potato salad. I'll take you home for potato salad, Stacey. And but Stacey's going to be bringing potato salad, and Ashley brought catfish. That was specially for Angel Wonk Wonk. And uh, Wendy brought a bucket of Popeye's fried chicken, which Giselle was like, "Ma'am, really?" Um, but everybody looked like they were having a really good time. They called because Stacey apparently at this point was 2 hours late. And I think they were wondering if she was even coming because, hello, she's moving to Colorado like the next day. And her husband, you can hear him on the phone. And he's like, "We'll get there when we get there." And Ashley was kind of like, "Why you got so much energy? Like, what's that about?" You know? But she did. She arrived 2 hours late, and Angel sits down, and of course, they're all asking her about this now, and she's like, "Yeah, um, we have to move, and we thought we'd find a house, but we didn't find one." Angel wonk wonk. You know, like, is the heart beating? Seriously, she is acting like they're just taking a flight. It's no big deal. Matter of fact, she's like, "We're an NFL family. We're used to having to move a lot." Girl, military families move a lot. I don't see you up and moving in 24 hours all the time. Um, However, to fulfill that contract, now they're going to be filming over in Colorado because she's going to be inviting the ladies to Colorado to see where she lives and to have them get to know her more. But I'll tell you what, everybody's giving her a side eye through this conversation, and I don't blame them. I mean, seriously, it's a little weird. And she's so calm about it. She knew. Give me a break. You know when you have to be out of a house, especially when you have children. You know when you have to be out of a house. We're an NFL family. We're used to moving around. Um, but then, of course, Stacey shows up with Timo, and everyone's like, "Whoa, that's her husband," And but it seems like for the most part, the women have a pretty good time. Oh, and a side note, I jumped right over it. Stacey actually invited Kay to lunch to kind of air out their differences. Laya Pants on Fire is so into herself that, get this. So Kay says to her multiple times, "I'm allergic to cheese. I can't have cheese." They're at this lunch, and what does Stacey do? She orders a burrata. I mean, seriously? She just is not there. Like something's not right with this chick. I'm serious. But they do kind of air out their differences for the most part. And I watched Watch What Happens Live last night, and Kay seemed to be giving her a lot of leadway. Just saying. But that was pretty much it. You got Angel Wonk Wonk. The heart's not beating. I mean, she's got to be out in 24 hours, and yet we're an NFL family. We're used to moving around a lot. It's fine. We're just going to live between both places till we find our forever home. Well, they haven't found it yet because guess what? They're still living in Colorado as of today, as far as I know, allegedly. Well, what did you guys think? I mean, it was a good episode. I mean, it wasn't, I guess we're going to see where Angel Wonk Wonk lives in Colorado, so that's a bonus. But wow, that's all I can say. Because if I was Angel, I would have been running around. No, I can't film. I got to pack. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. But not her. We're an NFL family. And I love when Giselle turns around and was like, you said like you're a high end like wag. Like this is not showing high end wag by any means, like she was really funny about it. But and I love Giselle for some shade, but I think she hit it right on the head. I think they leased this home thinking filming was going to be done. And guess what? They're still filming. And now, in order to fulfill that contract, now she's going to have to invite everybody to Colorado so that everybody can see where she lives and get to know her. I mean, they've had all these months to get to know you, girl. They're still waiting. Everybody's still waiting. But that was pretty much it. So we'll see how it goes next episode. So it was kind of interesting. It was pretty good. What did you think? Um, I love Tia though. She's really coming in strong. I think she'll definitely be here next season. Um, I really like her. Uh, but Kay and Angel Wonk Wonk. I mean, like, they are so thirsty. And I mean, I just want to go through the screen. Are you breathing, Angel Wonk Wonk? Is there a heartbeat, Angel Wonk Wonk? But you know how I love to hear your thoughts. Um, Also, let's have a little chat about this while we're talking about it. I believe it's coming up. December 19th is the next hearing for the Osefos. Listen, this is big deal. I mean, they are in big trouble, I think. Allegedly now, they have found that they were using 40 different aliases. Or no, I'm sorry. They were using different aliases, but opened up to open up like 40 different credit cards, some under companies, some under alias names. Like this is all coming into evidence, and I guess it's going to be presented on December 19th. That's pretty much what I'm gathering. This is not looking good, people. And uh, in October, I think the listing date is October 11th. They put their lovely $1.8 million home up for sale. I'm thinking they're going to need cash quickly. So this is not looking good. I mean, at all. What do you people think? Come on, my breakers. I know you got an opinion out there. And I love to hear it. Let's start the conversation. Drop me a comment below and we'll keep chatting about it. And we'll see what this hearing brings, right? Don't you think? Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because what do we do here, breakers? We break the dish.